Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel eLearn Tech Skills. My name is Emmanuel and my job is to help you simplify programming so that you can start building your dream project as soon as possible. In this tutorial, this is just a short tutorial to solve a particular problem that you might be facing in React.Js, and that is how to scope your CSS to a particular component within React app. Now, one of the things that happens in React is, we all know that the React is component based. So I already set up this simple React project. And if you take a look at this, you see that in my app.js, I already imported home and about. And up here, you can see the import just to contain the time. And I'm going to get rid of these classes because I'm not going to use them here. All right. I'm not going to use them here. So in the component part, I have home and about, and I created their specific CSS to each of them. Now here's the problem. The problem is that when you check the website, you will see that uh, there are two components I stack on top of each other that's supposed to take two different CSS, but both of them are taking the exact same. You can see, okay, I think I made a typo here. I need to make that correction quick. So in my home, I think I type about instead of home. And in the about, yes, there's about there, just so we know the difference. So this is home, this is about component. Now, there are two different CSS rules that I wrote for each of these, and they are conflicting. All right, so here's the problem. The problem is that by default, React sets CSS component scope to global, which means any CSS rule that you write here, so long as long as the class name, I mean the CSS class name are the same, and you use it in another component, is going to one of them is going to override the other. That's just one of those problems. So how do we solve this problem? Now here's the solution. And this is the solution I think is the best solution as far as this is concerned. There are a couple of ways you can do this. You can write inline CSS to override that which will work. But of course, you don't want to be writing inline CSS within your code. Most of the time, you want your code to be separated. Or you can also write styled CSS like a module within your React component, which is not advisable. The best way is to actually separate it like this. So now it doesn't work out of the box like this. So how do you solve this problem? So now you need to convert your CSS to a module in React. And how do you do that? The way to do that, the first step is to change the name of your CSS to, instead of having style.css, you change it to style.module.css. So take a look at this. I'm going to say .module.css. Of course, this is going to give error immediately, because if you look at the page now, we should, yeah, that nothing is showing up anymore because the name no longer conform. So if I go to the about, how do I use this? So I need to change this name also to what we've changed it to, dot module, just like this. And of course, nothing has changed. We've not done anything. So you can see like it's still not seeing the CSS. So you need to actually give it a name. Import styles from this CSS. So import styles from this CSS. Now, I'm going to take the styles that I've just imported, then I'm going to change this whole thing to curly brace like this. Then I'm going to remove the quotation mark and put the styles, the name of the CSS dot the name of the class. So that is step one. The other one, any of the occurrence of those classes, you need to change them in that order. So you need to put curly brace around, the CSS class, then put the name of the file, which is how you imported the file, dot the name of the CSS class. That is one. And okay, so now you can see that both of them now have different styling. You can see this takes its own styling, this takes its own styling. Now, you may also want to make sure that you do the same for the second component so that later on in your code, if you had extra components, they will not, home will not override those components. So you might need to change this back also to module.css, just like that. And then you go back to the component that it belongs to, and then say import styles from .module.css. Then you are going to take the styles, copy that, and I'm going to override this. Sorry, put curly brace there, put the styles dot the name of the class, then do the same thing for the second class, just like that. Then put a period. So once you do that, if you check the browser now, we should have separate styling for each of the components. And if you check your DOM, if you check the DOM for this file and then you try to inspect, you will see that the style that has been given, okay, so that's not, I think I should just inspect the whole thing. Okay, so now if you take a look at this part of the code, if you look at this, you see that the name that module gave it is underscore container underscore some random text. Then for the second one also. So meaning that module always make those, like, it makes all of those names to be unique. So there will never be a clash in your code. So that is all I want to share for this tutorial. If this tutorial has helped you in any way, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and share so that more people just like you can benefit from this tutorial that I'm making. So see you next time. Thank you.